Back once more to Let's Play Seven Kingdoms 2. Now you might notice that the game looks a bit different, or might look a bit different from where we left off last time, which is because my recording equipment bugged out on me. Well, it's technically not the equipment itself, but it was OBS that bugged out on me, which showed in it only recording the same frame over and over again, while the audio was still going. So basically, you would only see like this, or whatever it was where it stopped, and that wasn't quite the thing I was looking for. So screw this. I decided to redo the episodes for that reason. Yeah. So this is pretty much some sort of a time warp thing. I just loaded one of the early saves before it bugged out, because it was kind of frequent in later videos. So I decided to scrap those, much to my dismay, as I had quite a few recorded. And I have to go to this point and to finish that. Basically what happened in the other game was the... actually I won that one, so don't you worry about that. The Viking Kingdom was about to surrender to me very soon. Which scrolls do I have here? Only my own, okay. So the Viking Kingdom would surrender to me, and I would continue to grow and all that stuff, and I would eventually own the entire map. Yeah. Well, the Frighten game for some reason seems to be going a bit better recording-wise. Only the very first video where I create the game and explain the Frighten way of life, basically, went wrong, so I'm going to redo this. And probably just show you the other episodes as normal. Am I a hero? I don't know if that happened. But this town really has a lot of interest. There are so many people who want this town that I will probably get it. I mean, I don't know how far they've pushed it down already, resistance-wise, as there is no way to see that. On the bright side, some of the things that did not happen was I did not lose the one building here. Actually, this one. I don't know why. I suppose I just inherited that war. But in the other game, what happened was when this kingdom surrendered, I think I just got into war with the Green Kingdom, and he destroyed this fortress here. Okay. Also had a fair few scrolls of power, so... Oh yeah, I got war machine production. Okay, let's see. What's our trade doing? We are trading a lot of stuff. Good. And here we start with the rebellions. I don't know if we had those in the last video already, because I watched it, but I forgot what happened in it. It's been a while since I recorded it too, so... that's a bit of a problem. You see that rebels are fairly weak. However, we will look at his reputation here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, he didn't kill them. That's a shame. Well, that's actually fine, but the thing is, if those guys still count as civilians, they're very easy to kill. Usually you want to have a bit more of a trained soldier. He can't do much. So, he can't be hurt very much by those rebels. So, pretty much a single soldier or a hero can actually defeat an entire rebellion. No friendly treaty, we can have that. Okay, so our mine has run out of iron, which is bad. I mean, it's a sad time, but you'll have to get used to that eventually happening. Yeah. There is nothing you can do against it, and I think it's actually a good idea, because it keeps the game dynamic. Because especially if you play with less resources, having that one, or having those resources in your hand, means you have a significant boost to your income. And it means you will have... yeah, you just have more money than you can spend. Also, it seems the market has been destroyed. I forgot which one they were using, but it's not that we lost the trade contract. So when that happens, you see the caravans just stand around like idiots, and you can easily delete them. So that's always awesome. I don't know if I showed you the Carthaginian god, Baalhammon. It's quite powerful. However, do note that the earthquake does not discriminate, so it will hit whatever is in its range, including your own troops, your own buildings, your own villages. Okay, yes, no. Also, yeah, in 9 out of 9 cases it is a very bad idea to join a war. Especially if you're not 100% prepared for it. I mean, right now we have the basic defensive capabilities. I mean, those guys could hold this city for a while. And we might actually do very well doing so. But I can't remove them from the place. So I could go here. I could just take those guys out to war. So could you just show that, please? Thank you. I could just send those guys out and have all the wars I want. But that's about it. I don't want to send out anything else. I don't want to send out everybody. Oh my goodness, now we're getting heroes left and right. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that this town is so small. But there's nothing I can do about it. I suppose I should look into stabbing the Yellow King. Oh no, not the yellow one, the... didn't we have an Egyptian king here? Greek, Roman, Mongol... No, we didn't have an Egyptian king. I can't believe that. I thought we had. How weird is that? Okay. What are you doing? Yeah, you see this this loyalty isn't going up very far because there is a very good leader in here, which I suppose will eventually find himself stabbed. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to end well for the Tritons. Also, where's that town I just built a fortress nearby? I had that Carthaginian town somewhere here. Let's check this. I want those objects of my... Oh, so he got it, and it's going to be very disloyal. However, let's see how's my capital doing. We could probably toss in a new guy in here. So I tear that down, which means their loyalty will slowly increase again, but that's fine with me. And I will instead build a fortress over here. And I think I said this in one of the episodes that are now lost. Basically what I would like to see would be some sort of an ability to show only towns of that particular nationality. Like only Carthaginian towns, and not just only neutral towns or only towns of that color. So how's that doing? I figured out last time that you usually end up... Also, where are you trading from? And you're going... Oh, okay, so we are buying copper from there. By the way, if your caravans can't drop off their wares, they will usually just stand here and deliver them over time. That's something I noticed in the last game and that I didn't know. I like that because it doesn't mean you have to like send them over to like this, just have them walk a bit, because they will automatically try to target the next market once their movement is finished. And that was actually kind of removed some exploit that you could pull off in the original Seven Kingdoms. I know my brother told me about it when there was a new resource popping up. What he would do sometimes was to just send a caravan to that resource and just have it stand on it, because caravans can't be attacked. They couldn't be attacked back then as well, I think. So what would happen there is you would basically have a ton of time to get your civilian to that mine and secure it, and then just build a village there. And that's something that doesn't work anymore. Okay, we have this. We should arm that. Always arm your fortresses. I can't stress that enough. Okay, who's fighting here? Okay. Yeah, there's not much else happening right now. I will probably try to not buy too many people here, because there are not many towns left. And that's something that happens quite fast in the game. There will be... At some point there will be a lack of neutral towns to capture, because they will all be claimed by someone, and you just can't do anything about that. It happens. It is normal for the game. It's just a normal point. Later on there will be a lot of towns popping up. They will just basically sprout like mushrooms. It's I don't know what causes that. I suppose it is because so many owned towns are destroyed. Also, I found a Steam guide at some point, which I actually voted as negative, or downvoted, because, for example, it said the Romans didn't have a ranged attack, which this clearly proves wrong, because those guys are lobbing spears. If that isn't a ranged attack, I don't know what counts as one. It is not a very long range attack, mind you, and I don't think it's very strong, but it's the special attack abilities, special unit, so who cares? Also, I gotta admit that I generally don't like the... who's my spy here? I don't like the Roman cavalry too much, because they are just... I don't know, I just don't like them very much. They feel a bit too generic, in my opinion. And I know full well I'm saying that, although there are... is that market still going? No, it's not. So, let's not do that. You three, just disappear, please. How much copper do we have? Okay, let's check for markets quickly. We have an iron mine here, so we shall buy from that. As usual, in packs of 3 caravans, and there we go with this. Okay, so the Viking Kingdom has surrendered to me, which is nothing I was actually keen about, because I don't need that. Also, I didn't earn a lot. I gained 2 generals, and ironically the king survived this time, which is bad, because now that scroll of power is lost forever. We cannot gain that. Also, I didn't gain any towns for that. So generally, kingdoms often surrender once their last town has been destroyed, simply because there is nothing left for them to do. Okay, you're supposed to do something, you're supposed to do something. What are you doing? Okay, and there is actually no use for those guys whatsoever, so the only thing I can do is kill them off. I mean, I could just have them build a fortress somewhere and just move them in there, but it is pointless. Also, interesting to see, we have some... Okay, that's my usual spy. Oh, okay. We inherited some spies, which is interesting. Sometimes that happens that you just check your spies and you have an impressive list of all your color spies now, and that's kind of a bit of a... I don't know, a bit of an epiphany when you see, okay, I had like 1 million spies out there and totally didn't know. Also, you mobilize, please. Go back here. Okay, now we have to check for the scroll of power. There it is. Do I have a Greek town? I have a Greek town. It's a very small Greek town, but I have it. So we will try to get that scroll, although we'll probably not succeed because this guy is quite fast and he's quite close to it. So the Yellow Kingdom will take it home, which kind of sucks, because now we have to kill the king twice. He will only drop a random scroll. You can return. Also, something I would like to see added is a return to your hometown button, like similar to the return to your home fortress button the soldiers have, just with your hometown for civilians. And I don't know if I explained that last time, but if a king dies, he will drop his scroll of power, or he will drop one random scroll of power, depending on... I think it's randomly chosen. It's like, you will drop one of the scrolls you have. So you can't like lose them all at once. Also note his reputation now. Now that we have soldiers fighting. Although I don't think this general will survive this. Nice to see that. And now his guys thrown in, and you see his reputation plummets. It's like pretty much one for each. 1 point for each civilian he kills. Also, wow, that is a big town. I didn't know that was there. Maybe I was a bit too quick with killing off the Viking leaders. Maybe that was a mistake. I suppose it was, because I could have also moved that town over here and used it to mine clay. However, in the meantime, let's clone those caravans, because we are pretty much at the point of well, we are pretty much, those caravans have arrived, so it's a good time to send off caravans from here, just to secure a steady supply of resources again. I suppose I will also try to get some of get my hands on some of that clay. And with those guys, I want to send a caravan to here in order to get my hands on some copper. Okay, now that we have this sorted out. Oh my, that's also a very, very bad move. I think I explained it already, but you'll want to avoid doing that. Because killing civilians, firstly, docks your reputation quite heavily. And secondly, and more importantly, it also severely cuts the population of your intended village. So you have less taxpayers, you have less possible soldiers, you just have less of everything. Also, this will probably very soon start a war. Persians have arrived on the map, that's nice. This will very soon start a war, because the Kurdistan won't be happy that that basically this is not going to be their slave town. So that'll be something. Okay. Now, by the way, this is a purely sentimental thing, but I try to keep that factory in my near my capital going at all times, which is why I usually import resources once this mine has run out or earlier. Just because I like having that factory going constantly. Okay, let's check the military screen quickly. You will always want to have that, say, 15. Oh my goodness, that's actually a bad thing to happen. Because there are no other Japanese towns as far as I know. And let's try to find a Viking leader quickly. The thing is, I can't fill my fortresses with those two guys, with those citizens here, because that's only 23 people. Actually, what I could do is I could have you go here and have you just get killed. I know this is wasteful, but I can't fill 2 fortresses, and I don't need this guy, this first general anymore, so sorry. Also, yeah, now I do wish I had left the former Viking king alive, because this would have been a nice thing to have. Also, I'm not a fan of those miniature towns, because there is very little point in capturing those. You'll want to build some fortress nearby. You'll want to actually draft from the at least I tend to try to draft from the local civilians. Oh my, that's nice, but also kind of bad. Because now I need an Egyptian leader, and I don't have one. So the plan now is to move those guys away. The thing is, if I don't have a fortress nearby, I can't grant anything to the city. So for one, I'll have to move him here, which means I will gain access to that mine. Also, I should probably stop the video here. So I will gain access to that mine. They will be busy for a bit, so I have time to actually find a leader I can use here. Who's that one? No. No, fine. And thirdly, it's just yeah, it gives me time to find a leader, and I can grant them honors. I don't have them start a rebellion, which is something you would definitely want. Also, they can work here, which is amazing, because it will allow them to I could move that. I'll try that. I'll try to move to make a town here, right next to this town, so if I have a leader here, he can also influence this town. And if two towns are very close to each other, the population can be moved. So I'll explain more to that next time. Bye!